I work with the Commissionaires here in Charlottetown, PEI at the Hillsborough Hospital. I do access control, patrol routes, dealing with code white situations where the patients are belligerent. I'd say 95% of it's customer service work, because even though the patients are restricted to the hospital, they're still people. You don't just ignore them and walk around. You talk to them. Like you say, "Hey John, how you doing? You know, like how's your day going?" Stuff like that. And they don't get a lot of interaction outside of their nurses and their corrections staff and stuff like that. So it's nice for them for somebody who's not technically like standing over them, like looking after them, just to say hello. It's a friendly face, and they like to talk. They'll tell you about their day and stuff like that, so you listen. I always wanted to be a soldier, even when I was a kid, but life took a strange turn, and that's not where I ended up right away. I'm from Moncton, New Brunswick, and I ended up moving to Toronto to be with my girlfriend there. She was going to school there, and I was just working, and that was in 2006. When we first moved to Kandahar and we first started seeing the heavy casualties, and that's when the huge recruiting drives hit, and that's when all the commercials and stuff like that. And my grandfather always told me he served in World War II with the Royal Air Force. He is from Scotland, and he served with the Royal Air Force as a electrician. And he told me, he said, avoid the military at all costs until your country calls you. And if they call you, you better be the first in line. They call it the patriotic chore for a reason, right? Nobody wants to do the dishes, but you can't let them pile up. I really like how I'm treated by the Commissionaires. I feel that I'm treated with a lot of respect, and not just due to my service, but just as a general employee. I find the management style is really interesting and really thoughtful and really more personal. Like, for instance, I spoke with Alan Baird, and he and I know each other on a first name basis. He recognizes me, etc., etc. So it's really nice to work in that kind of environment. Even though it's a large organization, you still have that personal connection. And another thing is, I was just so used to wearing a uniform and so on and so forth. It's nice to not have to worry about work clothes. You just wear what they give you and you go in, right? So it's definitely nice to be able to put on a uniform again and continue serving. Not in the same manner as I was serving before, but you help people, right? And like I said, it comes back to, we were talking earlier about the customer service, dealing with the patients and stuff, just being a good person. And you don't have to save the country. You can just help one person.